And big for featherweights as well. They are looking very big. Here we go, age range, basically identical. Height, you know, Errens has a 5 centimeter advantage, but reach, very, very similar. They have very close to each other body shapes, not even too dissimilar records, but of course who those records are against makes a difference. But this is a fight on a razor's edge.
Yeah, oh baby.
Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, the man fighting out of the blue corner. He's 31 years old, stands in at 5 feet 9 inches, 175 centimeters, from Brazil. He's representing Ecuador. Esportes del Sorte. 26 fights on his record, 17 victories, 9 defeats. Lionheart, Caio Machado! His opponent in the red corner, 30 years old, stands in at 5 feet 11 inches, 180 centimeters, from the Netherlands, representing Ram MMA, 20 fights on his record, 14 victories, 6 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, Jarno Errens! When this main event of the evening in the featherweight division is scheduled 3 rounds of 5 minutes, when the referee is Mr. Daniel Sharifi.
We are here, we are ready. It is the main event of LFL 16. Machado versus Errens. Let's get it started.
Errens is pushing forward early.
Oh, some nice shots coming through there already from Errens.
Fills the lane with the uppercut and then throws 2, but it's Caio's coming in behind the jab.
Definitely a speed advantage for Errens. The way Machado was blocking Errens' punches, he's got to be really careful with that.
Yeah, don't get drawn too. Oh, but he blocks and counters with the same hand.
There's an opening on his left side, though, so watch for a big right hand from Errens soon.
It isn't impossible that he's offering that opening as an attraction.
He said he had a surprise for us.
Yeah. So the left hand, yeah, the way the left hand moves, it looks like there's an opening, but is that a feature rather than a bug that he wants you to attack it? This is time for, this is time for Errens off that. Ooh, there again, the left touch twice now. He's countered with the left hand.
And you can see Errens doesn't like it, shocks back a little bit when he's been touched with it. So that is there from Machado.
And they're relaxed punches by Machado.
Jab to the knee.
Oh, little shoot, but it was stopped very easily by Errens.
Good work by everybody involved.
Errens threw another jab.
Oh, and again got a little touch from that left hand, but a few shots coming in. Errens is loading. Machado's looking a little bit shell-shocked there.
Machado's late on it, but he goes to the neck instead.
Gives away a guillotine.
No, it's not there. Machado was late defending, and you thought that he was going down, but it was a trap.
And Machado using those, tend to get some butterfly hooks in and just lift up Errens' hips, but...
Errens is loading up on his left elbow or left hand.
Yep. But he's also a little destabilized by those butterflies. Not totally, but enough that he can't. Yeah, now he's heavy in there. But that underhook, the right hand by Machado.
Surprised by the takedown of Errens, though.
Yeah, he might back right out of this. He'll look for a punch or 2 if it's there, and then he might just say, you know what? Had you on your back for a bit. Let's see.
Oh, he's got an arm left. Or an arm bar, an omoplata.
Oh, the arm bar.
Oh, it's not there now. It's not there. Nope,
he's got both arms through. I don't think it's there.
Yep. They're not there now.
Look, he's hunting for that arm, Machado, the ex-UFC fighter, hunter.
There have been lots of chances. There were a couple chances for Errens to back out, and now he's decided, I think I'd rather get out of this. But it is Machado who wrestles up and doesn't let him fully disengage. So Machado will try to use this to get, not just wrestle up, but then end up on top, and he does.
Lovely takedown.
You gotta be careful when you're in people's guards. It's not just that they can submit you, it's that they'll wrestle up into a dominant position to take you back down. It's modern grappling.
And Machado had that like almost lockdown position on Errens' leg, but let it go. But yeah, he's looking at that.
He's gonna pass into half guard.
Errens looked a little quicker and a little sharper on the feet. And Machado looks a little quicker and a little sharper on top.
Stronger on top for sure. Physically, he's a stronger fighter.
Yeah. Low, he's not in a rush. Tight with the right knee into the hip. Now he's going to move on to his own right hip here with the shoulder pressure with his right shoulder to backstep his left leg out. Nope, changes his mind. It's not there.
Trying to slide his left leg out.
Still about a minute left in this first round for Machado to work, but he's probably pretty happy here.
Yeah, and if he can't get out his left leg one way, he'll try to slide his left knee through and take them out. Both threats are real. The right shoulder on the face. Now he's going to push the chin, and he'll move on to his right hip again, maybe, to try to extract his left leg.
He wants a reaction out of Errens. He's looking to isolate her arm, possibly.
He's trying to force Errens to move, and he does, but Errens regards.
Got that.
And Errens goes to the body lock and now feet on the ground. You want feet on the ground if you're going to get up.
He's got the wrist.
Machado's going to land a few punches in these 10 seconds. If everybody's being smart, Machado's going to try to land a few punches, and it's Errens who punches from the bottom. But nobody should rush here.
Oh.
The end of the first round.
A intriguingly balanced first round that ebbed and flowed towards either fighter. Quite hard to put a score on that one.
Stefan, if you're Errens' team, what are you thinking you're saying to him about being tangled in that guard? Because it was him not disengaging why he ended up on the back, on his back.
I'm going to ask him why he went for that takedown, because he doesn't want to be there. He wants to strike with Machado. It's simple as that. He wants to use his range. He wants to use his speed to light him up and knock him out. So why go for the takedown and give him the opportunity to wrestle up, as you say, and end up on top?
And it was, if you recall, he's standing or like kneeled in the open guard of Machado, and he feels like, oh, I can land a punch or two. I can do a little work here. And before he knows it, it's him on his back. And so we don't want that if you're Errens' team. We don't want to try for a takedown. We don't want to take those spots when we're there. We want to keep the space and punch the face.
Here we go, round 2 of 3, and that little left as well from Machado landed very quickly there on Errens.
Yeah, his left is super deceptive.
Oh! Big right hand from Errens. Machado.
But he's on him again, right? He's on.
There we go, he's learned to step back.
He learned from chapter 1.
Machado throws that left hand in a really weird way.
That is the lowest human single you can possibly do.
Errens is grabbing a hold of him, but he wants to scramble.
Because he wants to get his hips out. And he does.
The Bonders, though, that's another takedown. Good job, Errens.
Get up again. Gets up again. Goes down again.
Beautiful takedowns.
Down. He's in trouble, and Machado's just putting this control on the fight.
So Aaron worked to get up 3 times, and on the 4th, he surrendered and created a guard. On the 4th, he could have kept working. He could have kept saying no to it.
And this is where, after Machado getting rocked there, this is where he wants to be. He's got almost 4 minutes, time to recover, time to get down. Looks like I have a little pause on the broadcast, but that will be...
Yeah, we can describe what you're seeing, which is currently, so Daniel, the referee, was getting the toes out of the cage. Errens is still on the bottom. He's gonna work to get up, because the lessons from round 1, if you're his corner, we are not engaging on the ground, and if we are on the ground, we're not, I was just gonna say we're not creating closed guards, but he just did that. You can use it as a reset to get back to his feet, but getting to your feet starts with your feet on the ground.
Looks like he's, Errens was looking for a little bit like a Kimura sweep there, but wasn't space with the cage.
He's looking to turn his hips and then go to his knees, but the weird thing is, he does it when he's back in full guard. Good job done, though.
Yeah, but down again.
Takedown there by Machado.
Control of the tailbone was the key to that by Machado. Machado knows what he's doing.
Very high-level grappling.
Yeah, he's got answers to your answers, and that's going to be tough for Errens. If you're Errens, man.
Create space and throw elbows from here.
Yep.
Yeah, still basically half the round to go for Machado, middle of the cage.
He's grabbing a hold of Machado and keeping him close to him, but it's exactly what Machado wants.
Yeah, the judges will look at this and only go one way unless Errens manages to escape and start working on his feet again.
So push his head away, create space, throw elbows, work from there.
And Errens is using that body lock from guard a fair amount as well. Now moving into butterfly guard, probably looking for some sort of sweep.
Now he needs to go. When his leg is in this position, he needs to switch his hips, go to his knees, and push himself back up. But
get a foot on the ground and way on the back of the head. That's what he's trying now, but it's gone for him now. He's going to get past, and he's going to probably end up having to give up his back in hopes of getting to his feet from here.
And of course,
or
he's
sit
afraid
back.
to do it. He's afraid to do it against the grappling, high-level grappler Machado.
I don't blame him. Or to have to sit back and re-guard again, which is what he's doing. There's that moment where if you go to all fours, you can get back to your feet, but it's a dangerous moment. He could tell, only he knows how dangerous it was, and so he regards.
He's staying too calm. He needs to create chaos from his back, and the way to do it is with elbows, with hammer fists, because he's not going to win the grappling battle against Machado. We've seen that by now.
The trick is when sometimes you're under somebody that, from your experience, you can tell is really dangerous, like Machado is. Jarno knows Machado's dangerous. He can sense it. He can feel it from a tactile standpoint.
Referee calling for action here.
Times already.
Yeah. If the referee stands him up, this will have been a good strategy, and he does.
Stop!
That strategy is only good if the consequence and the outcome goes your way. And he did.
Machado not looking best pleased with that because this is where Errens wants to be. Unload a little bit. This is where he rocked Machado earlier.
Good knee there. Another one. He's coming
Wants
too
to
close.
separate, yeah. He's got to separate. But Machado's one of these guys that it's not you grabbing him. He's forcing him, and here he's on top.
But only 15 seconds left.
But we saw him on top and get wrestled up, and it's happening again right here.
Oh, nice elbow there. He's got a few seconds left to land something, but yeah, Machado is
The end of the second round.
guarding, and a fascinating round, but one where Machado really let his grappling just dominate Errens, and Errens didn't really have an answer until the referee stood them up.
Really cool fight. You know, if you're Errens and you're on the bottom in the first minute, and you could plan an outcome, it would be, no matter what, I need a third. There was his hard right knuckles. No matter what, I'm going to need a third round. I'm going to need a third round. And I just got to not get hurt, not get submitted, and find a way to get there. And he did that. But don't forget, Machado's probably up 2 rounds to none. So you absolutely need a finish now if you're Jarno at home.
100%, but he needs to be smart in, you know, looking for it, because every single time he's striking with Machado, he's coming too close, so he gives Machado the opportunity to grab a hold of something and then end up back on the ground. So he needs to keep that striking distance longer and land that big right hand again.
And we'll see if he gets a chance here in our third and final round of this captivating, mesmerizing main event at LFL16.
Jarno has hurt him a couple of times. What Jarno has not done is moved back very much. And when you hurt him, you want to get on him, but sometimes hurt him and move back. Hurt him and move back. Hurt him and move back, and then finish him. He hurts him and moves forward and gets tangled.
So we're going to set up that big right hand again.
And those jabs are making themselves known.
There it is.
Beautiful.
And then this time he doesn't rush it.
Oh,
Right hand from
He eats
Machado.
right there.
He eats one. That's the thing. You're pretty worried about being taken down. You become a little touch more porous to the punches, too.
It's weird, because he almost throws his punches in slow motion, so it's really difficult to time him.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
There's that right he was looking for, just scraped, bounced off Machado's forehead.
In baseball, what do they call that pitch?
Slider? Or
no, off time, or it's a change-up.
Calf kick
Call it
there.
a change-up, where it comes at a speed different than you can interpret it.
Machado's got his hands locked. He's got a single.
Evidence from the last 11 minutes and 15 seconds says he'll likely get this, but if you're Jarno, you don't want to buy into that. So Jarno wants to get the chin up really high or the face down really low. And this is a bad area. This middle.
Good job done there by Errens, and now he needs to get out of there.
Needs to separate.
How do you recognize that position?
Oh, no, he's body locked again.
Yeah. Oh, he's looking for, is it?
Almost, maybe.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So if he can start to feel that Machado is more tired than he's been throughout, a tired black belt is a brown belt, right? And suddenly you start, this is the first time Errens has had what appears to be a safe top position. And that's because he's fatigued Machado to some degree. It's not because, quote, Machado's tired, it's because he made him tired. It's his work that did it.
So he's on top, but I don't see any urgency to finish, and he needs to finish.
Does.
Trying to pass the guard, and he does.
That finish for him will come with elbows or punches, right? Not a choke unless he punches his man until he gives it up.
Shoulder pressure here.
He wants to get into a
Arm triangle.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Locked in. That's beautiful.
No, it's not there.
Machado does fantastic work.
Here's the punches. Here's the punches.
Some big shots.
He's exhausted.
Yes, he is.
2 minutes, 10 seconds left on the clock.
The crowd are cheering him on, but Machado managed to get full guard.
2 minutes is a long time when somebody's more tired than you, but you got to get the punches. You got to land the punches in the elbow. Push on the chin or push on the shoulders or the biceps, and now punch.
There he goes.
Nice elbow.
He needs to create distance and get away from the guard. He needs to finish him on the feet. And for the big elbow,
Yep.
when the guard is open, I would advise him to stand up, push him away, and stand up and strike.
90 seconds. We know, in all likelihood, Jarno Errens needs a finish. He's got a tired Caio Machado underneath him, but Machado's hanging on and doing a good job.
Yeah, but Errens,
He needs to get up.
yeah, he feels like he's
And now he can.
This is what Machado wants, though. If there's a position, even when he's losing in the grappling, this is where Machado wants to be. He doesn't
He
want to
can get
stand
up from here.
anymore.
Okay.
He can stand from here. 1 minute remaining. Is his corner yelling for him to stand or to elbow?
He's inside,
Nice.
but it looks
Yeah.
like, but then Machado's got him back to a half again.
Almost a lockdown type position now, butterfly.
He's looking for that arm triangle move he did again, but
It's not going to be there. It's not going to
He's
be
not
there.
going to submit him.
No, and Machado has enough in him to keep destabilizing him. And when you're destabilized, you can't throw those hard finishing punches and elbows. He's got 30 seconds to do it now.
oh, he's probably
This is what you need to do.
Triangle.
the triangle.
Here we go.
And he doesn't need to finish it. He just needs to keep the threat to get to the end of the round.
Looks like it's unlikely as Jaro's got his hands through.
Charles through, 15 seconds remaining.
The
10 seconds.
elbows by Errens.
Not enough. It's not going to be enough.
So the fight that we have just
The
seen
end of
play
the
out.
fourth round. The end of this fight.
This is also the reason why he lost 3 fights in the UFC, because he's got a lot of potential, a lot of talent, but making decisions on the right moment and making the right decision at that point in the fight is so important to win a fight. And today I saw him make a lot of wrong decisions, and that's why, in my opinion, he's going to lose this fight.
If he did lose the fight, it is the decisions when he had his man touched with punches, when he moved forward and got grappled instead of backwards. A simple choice like, do I move forward in space or backward in space? 2 wrong choices, and he made a few of those. If he loses this fight, it will be because he lost round 1 and 2 with those choices Stefan's talking about.
And he could have finished in the 3rd round, I think. Why, when you're fighting a high-level BJJ black belt, why do you keep on grappling with him? You're sure he came close to that arm triangle, and it would have been incredible if you'd submitted him, but why, if he's that exhausted, let him get back up.
Yep.
Then put him back on his back. But
there
don't
were
follow him.
Yep, there were moments at 90 seconds and even a little longer, which is a lot of time to get out when he was in cross side or he was in a sort of an open guard. Yeah, it's true. We're not the judges, and the judges could have seen something in round 1 or 2 that we didn't see, but we shall see.
Well, fighters to the center of the ring, please. Let's start with a big round of applause for both athletes, ladies and gentlemen. Caio Machado, Jarno Errens. When after 3 rounds of 5 minutes, we've counted the points. And we have a winner by a split decision in favor of the man in the red corner, Jarno Errens.
Jarno Errens, tough fight, man. That guy flew across the Atlantic to give you everything he had. Yeah. You know, in that final round, you had him hurt. How close do you think you were to putting him away?
I'm not happy with the performance. I don't know what it exactly is, but I think I'm involved with my new team, Combat Brothers. We worked a lot on everything. Normally, I'm the guy who's rushing. So today I tried to be more patient. Maybe I love more rushing because when I was impatient, I was also getting some punches. But hey, I got 3 things to say. At first, I would like to thank everyone from the bottom of my heart, the people, my girlfriend, my loved girlfriend over there. With her, nothing was possible in life for me. The second people I want to thank is my parents. They got love for me. Like, sometimes I'm a bullshit guy, and they still love me, you know. So I love my parents. I love you very much. For the third part, I would like to thank. Maybe he's a close friend right now, but a big sponsor of me, Tom, Bricks Real Estate. These guys did. This guy, you know, I got a difficult time kicking out of the UFC. And these guys believe in me more than I sometimes do by myself. They sent me on training camp to Kill Cliff in Miami. So also shout out to these guys. They put me on another level with these people. I wasn't here in the cage, and I really would like to appreciate them. Also my father-in-law. The last few months we worked a lot on this shit, and like business-wise, you know, things is hard as a professional athlete. Because, you know, when you're a football player, you don't have to worry about finance or these kind of stuff. So these people are close. And another one, and last one, a very good friend, Costa Nutrition, Albert. He's there from day one. And, you know, it's not my time to shine right now, but it's their time. Because without them, I wasn't here. Exactly as my new team, Combat Brothers, and also the people from overseas at Kill Cliff, Henry Hooft, Sean Soriano. I love you guys. I know you're watching. So without these people, I wasn't here. So it isn't about me. It is about them.
Yes, thank you, Jarno. Jarno, you can't control other outcomes. You don't know where you get, who's going to offer you what fight next. But it can be a long path. Can you come back here and fight for us again?
Oh yeah, sure. I signed like 3 fights, so definitely I will be back. I don't know what Donovan got in mind, but also this is normally the moment to call out like for a bonus. But Donovan, if you get a Big Mac from McDonald's, a Jack Daniel's Coke, I'm very satisfied for today.
Yeah, well, you earned it, my friend. Your winner, congratulations, Jarno Errens.